This Media Art Sales Innovation Summit is heavily based on innovation and sustainability. We have Mr. Smith here, the CEO of AFRIMASS, to tell us the drive of this title.
Okay, so we're celebrating our 6 years in running AFRIMASS Network. We run media advocacy, event, thought leadership, and engaging industries about how we can grow revenue in media business, how we can build business best practices like any other industry. Media is business on its own. So what we are trying to do is to champion the cause of media business so that it will grow for people who are practitioners in media. The way any other industry will want to champion the cause for their industry, we at AFRIMASS also believe that we can champion the cause for media and advocate for media, because if we don't do it, nobody will do it for us. So past 6 years, we've been holding different sections on different themes where we bring partners together to discuss and collectively action plans that will better the practice of media. So this year we joined forces with the Ghana Digital Innovation Week through our partnership with the National Entrepreneurship Innovation Program, NIP, and then Maswell Investment Group and other partners. We came together to discuss innovation and sustainability, unlocking opportunities for media startups and the digital creator economy, because we live in a world where creation is at its best. If you have your smartphone, you can create something. But we're looking at how sustainable this thing that you start from passion, how do you develop it into profit? So bringing people together is for us to look at it from not just holding your phone, but what you are holding and what you are creating can better serve a purpose if you put in the right measures. Like any other business that you want to do, if you want it to succeed, you put in the right measures. So what AFRIMASS seeks to do with other partners is to make sure that we advocate for media, the best practices of media, and more importantly, how we generate revenue for media business. Yes, yeah.
So, sir, with your seasonal experience when it comes to digital media, what are some of the loopholes within the media frame digitally? And what if you make mention of those loopholes, how then can we address them?
So I will say challenges. Where there are challenges, there are opportunities. Traditional media will not fade away because of their factors. Traditional media will still be relevant because within our part of the world, we still have to put in a lot of infrastructures. There are certain places that they don't have internet. So their first go-to media is radio. They listen to radio to be able to have information for themselves until we're able to put in the infrastructures so that people can have access to internet. That's why they will be on social network. So radio, traditional platform will still be with us. That's why traditional platforms are converging with digital platforms to be able to serve a wider audience. Now on digital, there's a lot of opportunity for digital, but I think the biggest challenge with digital is not understanding the audience that we are serving so that we can create specific content that addresses the needs of the audience. Traditional media knows the audience that they are serving. They know what kind of program that they will create to be able to serve that audience. They are not just doing things anyhow. The same opportunity present for digital platforms. Every digital platform, whether you are running a website or you have a normal blog on Facebook or Instagram, you must understand who you are serving. Who is this person that your content is serving? So that's where the loophole is. We need to be able to define content and who is consuming the content. If we're able to have that appreciation, it makes we creating content not in competition, but we collaborate. As of now, content creation has become competition. Who is creating first to have the numbers? No. Yeah, because with time, if we are all creating gossips, who will be watching the gossips?
It's going to fade away.
It's going to fade away. But who is creating educational content? Who is looking at leadership? Even the crisis we find ourselves with Galamsey, who is creating content around advocacy? in Galamsey, who is creating content on even media, what we are talking about it today. We are here talking about innovation. Who is looking at innovation happening in sectors of industry and highlighting those innovation and bringing it to understanding that, hey, there's something happening in this industry. Maybe your thought hasn't come through. That's what traditional media does. Traditional media focuses on what is missing and they put a spotlight on. Digital media has a bigger opportunity because with us, we're on the go. We're on the go. So I believe that the loophole and what we need to do is to understand the audience that we are serving. The audience that we are serving, they have needs. How are we serving their needs? And there are research that are available when you go into it. I mean, we can assist anyone that need that research to understand the audience needs within our market. Even Ghana, their audience needs. Who is serving? Let me put an age bracket of 6 to 12 years. Who is creating content for young people in that age bracket? Who is creating content between the 12-year to a 16-year or to even an adult? Who is creating that gap? But everybody is chasing content that will go viral. Yeah, so that's a big loophole that we need to look at. Content creation and understanding the needs of the audience.
Thank you very much, sir, for coming on NOK TV. So the loophole is understanding your audience and knowing the kind of content to create. As he stated, we have content which kids need and we have to address that and others. Thank you for watching NOK TV. My name is Prince J.